Hey guys, quick project for tonight. Just getting some more stuff prepped before we start putting the three-wheeler back together. I'm gonna press some old bearings out and put some new bearings and seals in our rear axle carrier. This is a very similar process for pretty much all Hondas, 250Rs, 400EXs, 450Rs. It's all gonna be really, really similar. So we'll throw it up on the press. I will tell you, I took the seals out and I sprayed this whole area down with penetrating oil on both sides, and I let it set for a couple days on both sides and resprayed it in between. So hopefully that helps us loosen it up a little bit. I am just going to go ahead and start by putting them on the press because I think that's going to be the fastest way to do it. So here's the setup I came up with. There's a piece of pipe that goes between the two bearings, and I put the shaft for the press just on the edge of that pipe. So hopefully it will start pressing the bearing on the underside all the way out. We'll give it a few pumps and see what we come up with. Well, either it popped loose or it just came off. We'll check it out. All right, so we got it back out of the press. We managed to get this bearing flush with the outer surface. However, the throw on the press isn't really long enough for me to get some kind of plate underneath it to hold it up. So we're gonna have to kind of redo our setup a little bit, and we might even have to just throw it in a vise and finish knocking it out with a punch. We'll see what we can come up with. All right, guys, we decided to go with the old school vise setup. So I have it hanging over the edge, so there's room for the bearing to come out. And we're just going to tap it from the top and see if we can slowly work it out. Sorry guys, camera angle sucked, but I did get both of them out. It's pretty dirty in there. Pretty dirty on the outside edge as well. So we're gonna go throw this stuff in the parts washer. The new bearings are sitting in the freezer, shrinking up a little bit, and then we'll throw all this back together. All right guys, you can see we cleaned up the sealing surfaces where it's gonna go into the actual swing arm. We cleaned up the front a little bit just for the aesthetics and ran it through the parts washer so the inside is pretty clean as well. We have a fresh set of all balls, bearings and seals for it. Just got them out of the freezer, so hopefully those shrunk up a little bit and we can tap them in. I know what everybody's saying right now. Hey man, why don't you just use that press that's right in front of you? It just doesn't quite have enough throw to have enough space for it. Don't forget to put the pipe in before you put the second bearing in. I really probably should have put these bearings in the freezer overnight. They're still pretty snug, but I think we'll be able to get it in there. So you just start tapping all the way around so I can flush up. Now you know you gotta get straight start on it, so you're not gonna put it in. And then I'll grab a socket that fits on either the inner or the outer race. Probably the outer race, but I don't know. I just want to hit here on the seal portion, damage it and ruin the seal portion of the bearing. So you'll hear a pitch change when you've bottomed it out. It'll feel solid instead of hollow, and our pipe or spacer, whatever you want to call it, is now tight between the two bearings. can't move it around. Bearing still spins really nicely. And this side does the same. So let's put some seals in it. So this kit actually came with 3 seals. It's because this kit fits a lot of different models of Honda. The ones that we pulled out were both flat surface seals, so that's what we're going to put back in. So guys, I'm just using the curved edge of the socket right against the curved lip of the seal. I'm actually tilting it up a little bit. So I'm just hitting this outer reinforced edge of the seal to get it down into your carrier. This side, the bearing almost sets flush, so you really don't have to do a whole heck of a lot here. That's all there is to it, guys. We got a carrier that's ready to go back on the swing arm. We'll finish up some swing arm bearings and we can start assembling this thing.